Proxidist, so speaking of bots, any new tools that you're embracing? Any new rituals or something? How have things been going for you in terms of how you've changed since we last saw you?
What, like, you mentioning AI?
I was just trying to use it as a segue into chatting with you.
Well, my main thing has been trying to find a way to not burn out, because I want to keep doing I love doing YouTube, but my actual job is video editing. So like finishing an 8-hour shift or 8.5-hour shift video editing, coming home and then trying to make my own videos, it's pretty tough. So I've been trying to like adapt my videos in a way to make it easier for me. So my 4 most recent videos were kind of like a test where I did unscripted reviews. Like I wrote down some bullet points and just off the cuff I just chatted shit for like 20 minutes. And then I just edit that together, and I pushed myself to not do an edit every 2 seconds like I have ADHD. Because I had a huge habit of doing that. Like there had to be a transition within every 3 second.
Yeah, every word has to be on screen.
Isn't that an actual statistic though, that you know, people lose interest if you don't make a cut every like 3 or 5 seconds? I'm sure there's an actual statistic.
If there's 6, I've learned that no one cares.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not gonna do this, but I feel like now I could literally just do straight B-roll with no cuts and just say my opinion, and it would people would still watch it, which is quite nice to know.
Try it though. Just like
I'm not.
Try it from.
I'm not doing that. I still want to put some effort into the videos, and like I'm trying something for like a Halloween special video where I've done like a little scripted skit from a new indie game come out called Skin Freak. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
I haven't heard of that one.
You start in like a taxi, and I like do a little skit where I make out that I'm the taxi driver, and like everyone's fucking weird at night. It's my character who gets skinned alive at the end, and then it transitions to being like, what you just saw there is an indie game called Skin Freak. Here are 3 other indie games that I want to showcase that I had to play with one headphone off because they scared the shit out of me. And then I'm doing all 3 of them like kind of off the cuff unscripted as well, and it just feels
nice.
Is I've just been adapting my creative process to make it more manageable from a 5-day a week 9 to 5 job.
Last thing you want is to be 40 or something like that, and you haven't achieved your dreams, and you've just burnt yourself out, and you're not doing what it is that you love. Last thing you want to do is to work, like you said, 8 hours, and then come home and do the same job again. You've got to put that passion into it and have that reason for existing. So it sounds like you've got a good balance of things. Turning things more to kind of the more video gamey sort of way. What have you been playing, Proxidist? Starting with you this time. What have you been playing? I know that Dying Like the Beast has come out, Silent Hill F has come out, so and you did videos on
them. Both of those games. Well, Silent Hill F. My video kind of pissed people off on that.
Well, yes. What are the odds?
Because I ended it with saying people who say it's woke are a bunch of unwashed gimps that need to go outside, and that clearly kind of upset people. But no, Silent Hill F was good. The gameplay I didn't really like. The combat was kind of frustrating, but the story was so interesting. Yeah, and like just like the general like atmosphere and stuff. I beat it within like 3 days. Pushed myself through the combat. But the main horror game that's like really surprised me this year is Chronos: The New Dawn.
Really? I didn't think. I thought it'd be more action than horror.
No, I was playing it before the podcast, and I saw it was almost 10. And I no offense, I got kind of annoyed. I was like, no, I want to keep playing.
We can't see it, so you can do whatever you want.
Exactly,
no, you'll hear my mouse and keyboard.
Just talk.
I get the notifications in Steam come up whenever I'm in there, and it says Proxidist is playing something. So occasionally I do see what you're you're playing. But Hurc, what about yourself? What are your opinions on some of the latest let's start with what you said before, where you were talking about the AAA scene, some of the AAA horror games that have come out.
Yeah. When put on the spot, I forgot what released this year, other than Silent Hill F, I guess.
Yeah. Have you played Dying Light?
Yeah, I did, but for 2 hours. I haven't really got too much into it because that was around the time when Tokyo Game Show happened. That's why I had to play Silent Hill F with a week delay, and I tried so hard not to get any spoilers. But thankfully, because the gameplay is so boring, nobody really bothered to go to the true ending, because you have to play the game for 3 times.
Yeah.
Which is fucking stupid, Neobards. But yeah, Silent Hill F, I thought it was a good game. It was a Silent Hill, but it wasn't really my Silent Hill, I enjoyed the game for the first playthrough, and then the second playthrough a little less, third playthrough a little less, fourth playthrough a little less, fifth playthrough I was like, bro, I don't care about the story. Just give me the achievement. And then I got all the achievements, and then I'm done with the game, and I'm like, I don't want to play this game ever again. I think that's just that's a fault, right? That's the mistake, that you hide the true ending behind multiple playthroughs. But the game isn't that interesting to replay.
Yeah.
It was just interesting that the way they did that. But I did it, I had the achievement. I'm a real Silent Hill fan. I'm not opposed to Let's go.
That's crazy. I played for it once and I uninstalled it.
Sucked, bro. It sucked, bro.
I was like, oh, this ending's really miserable and horrible. It fits Silent Hill. I uninstalled it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the trending cycles, new game plus cycles, because you have your charms, your upgrades, it gets easier. It's just brainless, right? I would just put on some One Piece and just play the game, just finish it, get the achievement.
Yeah.
Other than that, I actually have Chronos next on my list because it didn't really click with me at first. I bought the game. They didn't send me a key. I bought the game. I played for 90 minutes. And I guess right as I came into that first part, Proxidist, where you, I guess, go to the past or something like that happens. Yeah. At that point, I was 90 minutes in, and I was like, okay, either I refund this or I keep this, I guess. So my intention at that point was to just refund it. But they recently talked to me again. They sent me a key. So I'll probably get back into it and actually give it a chance without thinking about the refund window. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't hate the game, but I felt like I was playing an inferior version of Dead Space.
Yeah. I felt that as well when I first played it.
Yeah, and thematically the game didn't really open at that point, but I guess after that point kind of opens up a little. So I'm excited to check it out, and I'm keeping it for my
ending of that one in particular. It kind of builds up really well, supposedly.
That's what I heard. Yeah, so I'm keeping it for my streams. I'll probably stream that and see how it goes.
It looked like it had some nice atmosphere and world building and just elements of that stuff in it too.
Yeah, it looked good too. It looked beautiful. I thought Bluebird did a good job with that. They developed that game in a pretty short time too. They announced it and they released it shortly after. Makes you think, were they developing it before Silent Hill 2 remake? Was it a different studio inside the studio? Yeah, probably.
Well, they've come a long way, so it wouldn't surprise me that they could handle 2 games at once now. I still haven't played the Medium, which is their game that I think really, really kind of speaks to me, and it's just one of those things that there's too many damn games coming out. It's like once you're halfway through a game, there's something else has been released, and you're like, I'm looking forward to that now, and the cycle keeps going.
And the games are just so damn long, man. Games. Yeah, this year, but then they're all so long. The new Digimon game is out. It's a long game. Silksong, long game. Dying Light Beast, long. They're all so long. So big games.
But Deadforge he loves a bit of Dying Light, don't you?
Same here.
Oh, for sure.
I love Dying.
Yeah, me and Medium both have actually been playing a lot of Dying Light the Beast. I'm loving it. I've been playing a lot of indie horror games as of late too, though, because Critical Reflex sent me a ton of codes for games that I've been trying to slowly review. So there's been a lot of really cool horror things come out in the last little bit. I feel like.
What has anyone played Arctic Eggs? I came across a few videos on it yesterday, and
With the mouth washing dove.
it's Critical Reflex. It's the same
no.
publisher as Mouthwashing.
Well,
But it's
yeah,
literally
but I don't
going
think
around with a pan.
I don't think that they did it. No, medium.
There was somebody that made
Could
a
be
game
wrong,
that was
but I
like
don't
kind
think
of
so. I
under-
think they
under
just
the
made
rug, and then they made a big hit or something.
Yeah, their previous game was How Fish is Made,
Yeah, that's really good as well. And they
which
released
ended up being a
Threshold as
free
well.
game, and then they came out with Mouthwashing. But Arctic Eggs is somebody else. It came out like right before
Okay, that's
Mouthwashing
what I'm
came
getting
out.
confused with. Is the fish game? Sorry, they have like similar looks
Yeah.
to me or something.
The Arctic Eggs is like that weird psychological. It's horror adjacent, like where you have like a frying pan in front of you, and there's like you're making eggs and stuff, but there's like other things. I don't know. It never really interested me at all, so I could have got a code,
sounds
but I'm
like
like, nah, it just doesn't
TikTok
look cool
get
to
ready
me.
with me video or something, or watch me while I cook
It's
and
so,
I'll talk
like,
about something.
Yeah, look at it on Steam. It's just such a weird looking game.
That's why I love
It
it,
wasn't
though.
for
I
me.
mean, the lo-fi aesthetics of like the indie horror games. I do love a good, story-based
Well, yeah.
sort of triple A game, but the lo-fi aesthetic of some of the indie horrors, that's what sucks me in. Because to me, it kind of adds to the
Yeah.
experience of it rather than detracting.
Yeah,
Your mind
so
kind of fills
perspective
the
of, like,
blanks.
Like I just got him playing, so like Eclipsium, Mouthwashing, No, I'm Not a Human, and so I beat those games, and they all kind of have that like lo-fi-ish aesthetic kind of thing going on. They all have like really good music and a relatively chill kind of experience for the most part. Mouthwashing is probably the most weird and unnerving one, and it's not really for the reasons that you would think. It's just overall a very psychologically screwed up game, but not in your typical horror game sense. It's more for some extremely realistic and messed up reasons that actually kind of are the whole point. But it's a really good game. It's a really good game though, and I think No, I'm Not a Human was a super interesting one as well. Oh, I almost forgot to mention Karimara. That's another. They all have that like cool, indie low poly kind of look to them.
Yeah.
They're all pretty chill, but also really cool and interesting.
What's
Anybody played the Lacerator? That kind of PS1 looking one that came out. It's like a
no?
kind of a fixed camera angle, third person survival.
No, it
horror
looked
type
interesting.
thing.
I haven't played it though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw that
Yeah,
it has
it wasn't too
a
bad.
dick drill. There's a
I'm
dick
Yeah,
sorry.
there's a lot of that you can't really put in your video unless you just don't care about making anything off of it or it's seeing too many views. But it is very funny.
I was like,
I will give
okay.
them that.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, and how it gets used at the end is
The whole
pretty
game gives
memorable
like
too.
2000's edge to me though.